Hello Cancer, this is Leanne from Leanne Banan Tarot, and I'm here to do your tarot reading for the week of May 16th to 22nd, 2016. First, I'd just like to thank all of my subscribers, those of you who viewed, liked, shared, or commented on my videos. Thank you so much for your positivity and your support. Cancer. Oh. Cancer. I'm going to put those back. Cancer. May 16th to 22nd, 2016. Cancer. May 16th to 22nd, 2016. Cancer. Wow, we've got Justice, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Sun, Four of Wands, and for your overall energy of the week, the Devil. So the Devil is kind of a fun card. He has a lot of interesting meanings. So for some people, they can feel very tied to a situation as though they can't escape it. For others, it can be a card that represents vice or overindulgence. And it can also be a card that speaks to passion, very passionate relationship, very lustful, passionate relationship. From what I'm seeing here, it's entirely possible that someone is getting married. And this is not necessarily like, I know this is a general reading, but just from what I'm seeing here, it looks as though someone is getting married and they're dealing with being fair, maybe fair with the guest list and that type of thing. They're having some worries and some anxieties. They're surrounded by worries and anxieties leading into the week, but they're experiencing emotional fulfillment. They're incredibly happy and they're having the kind of happy ending. This is the happily ever after card. And then the Ace of Cups, which speaks to a new emotional beginning. Also the Two of Wands, which is a choice and choosing a path and leaving another behind you. So moving forward. And then the Sun here, which is joy and happiness. And the Four of Wands, which tends to denote celebrations, weddings, community events, but could be christenings and that type of thing. But yeah, someone is maybe getting married to someone they're very passionate about this week, and that's really beautiful. So congratulations. And for others, it could be something similar that's happening this week too. It could be that this Devil energy is just a little bit of overindulgence. So watch out you're not overindulging, because this could also be a christening, as I mentioned. This could be baby showers and christenings. And people tend to do a little bit of overspending, especially when they're really excited about having grandchildren or nieces and nephews, or, you know, that new family member, that new baby is very exciting. Your best friend is having a baby. It's a very exciting thing. And you want to make sure that you're being fair, and you're incredibly happy, and there's a lot of emotional fulfillment going on. There is a new beginning, so and again, that can be that new baby coming in. And then we have the Sun with all of that positivity and all of that joy, and a new foundation, starting out on a new path. So again, congratulations to anyone that's celebrating the birth of a child or that's celebrating having a new family member. And that doesn't even necessarily mean like the birth of a new child. This could be an adoption, adopting a family member. This could be even a family member through a marriage, having a new person enter in through a marriage this week. So this is just a very beautiful, very happy spread. Whatever's happening here for you guys, Cancer, it's absolutely looking to be an amazing week for you. So this could be as simple as maybe you have an idol in music, or like a rock idol or something, or anything, any concert or anything that you've always wanted to see. This can be concerts and community events that way. So maybe you're really happy that you've got a ticket to go and see that. Whatever it is, let me just maybe start from the beginning, because there's like a lot of energy happening with these cards. So let me just maybe start going through them one by one. So we know the Devil, your overall energy for the week. The Devil can be overindulgence, so overspending, drinking a little bit too much. So maybe if you are attending a celebration or something, you might want to just be careful, because sometimes you don't even realize that's what's happening. Somebody just refills your glass or whatever else, and you're just not paying attention, and the next thing you know, you've overindulged. So just be really careful about that this week. And this can be passionate, feeling very passionately about something. So whatever it is, you're going to be feeling very passionate about something, and some of you are going to be feeling very tied to something. But I think for this week, the main energy is that passion. So feeling that overindulgence, that feeling like you want to indulge a little bit more, and as long as you're not doing it all the time, I don't know that it's a terrible thing. So if you want to spend a little bit more this week, it's your money, you've saved it, it's yours to spend on something extra. The same thing, if you're not going out and drinking a lot all the time, then by all means go out and celebrate. And it's your body. So really, you want to be careful that you're not harming yourself, you're not causing self-harm. So he's generally a warning that way, to make sure that you're doing what's in your greater good. So Justice, at the beginning of the week, this is just a beautiful card. She's about being fair. She's about balance. So she is generally work, but she also represents law. And I'm feeling like law enforcement for the beginning of this week. I'm not sure why, but I'm just getting law enforcement. So again, that's about fairness as well, right? So whatever it is, whatever rules are being enforced, they're being done so fairly. So this is all about fairness and balance. So if you're dividing something up like a piece of cake, each piece of cake is going to be the same size. So it's all about fairness. Everybody is achieving that balance. No one is being treated better than someone else, or in a manner that could cause or create jealousy. It's a very fair card. We have the Eight of Swords. So again, this can be some worries and some anxieties coming in, or again, paired with the Devil. This can be a situation that you feel bound to, that you can't see your way out of. And for some of you, just because we have the Three of Swords here, this can be something that is heartbreaking or leading to heartbreak. So whatever it is, you're not trapped in this situation. You're not bound to this situation. You can get out of this situation at any time if you choose to. It might not be easy. It might be actually quite hard for you to take these steps, which is why you're feeling this way. So the way out of the Eight of Swords and the way out of feeling that paralysis and feeling bound to something, these people can get away at any time they want. They can slip out of there. He doesn't have that much control over them. So you have the control in this situation. So the best way to deal with this feeling of paralysis and not being able to see your way out of a situation is to take small steps. So you can talk to someone who's gone through something similar. You can talk to a counselor. You can talk to an expert in whatever it is that you're bothered by. So if it's a certain field, even financial field, you can talk to an expert who can give you advice on what steps you might need to take. But the important thing is to take small steps to lead yourself out of this situation. So you need to be able to take this blindfold off and look at it and analyze it and see what's really going on in order to be able to extricate yourself from the situation. So whatever's happening there. So if you're at this wedding and you've, promised that 20 different people can sit at a specific table that only seats 8 people, then yes, you've got a problem. You've got to find a way to kind of rework the seating chart, right? So some people may be willing to give their seats up. Other people might be happier at another table with certain people. So whatever the situation is, not necessarily that it's a seating chart, but whatever the situation is, take small steps and it will help you see your way through it. The Ten of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment and joy. This is a very happy family card. Happy family, happy home. They are in the most suitable environment possible for them. They couldn't possibly find a better environment if they tried. So this is just about that complete emotional fulfillment and being where you're supposed to be and being very, very happy there. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning, a spiritual or emotional beginning. So whatever's happening midweek, you're taking steps on a new path of spiritual or emotional discovery, a new spiritual or emotional path, an offer of love or a gift of love. So this is really a very beautiful card. And the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about leaving something behind and taking hold of something else to move forward. So she has these 2 rods here, so sort of like a walking stick. If she's to strike out on a new path, she'll want that support. So what she's doing is she's deciding where she wants to go and what support she's going to need. So this is about striking out on a new path and deciding which path is going to serve you the best. But it's also about leaving something behind. So moving forward, she'll have to leave one of these 2 rods behind. And that's just the way life is sometimes. So for example, you start riding your bike. If you want to ride your bike without training wheels, you have to take the training wheels off and leave them. That kind of thing, right? So sometimes if you are going away to college, you have to leave mom and dad back home. Not always. Sometimes you go to a college close to home, but sometimes that's the way it is, and that's what happens is you're leaving an old path. You're striking out on a new path. So it doesn't necessarily mean you don't have contact or can't wander back. It just means that you're striking forward and leaving something behind. Now this is a beautiful card. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. The Sun. The Sun is about joy and positivity and optimism and happiness. So it's an absolutely beautiful card. And it's also about children as well. So I think that Cancers are going to have an absolutely joyous week, especially the end of the week is going to be particularly happy. So I think that you're going to be enjoying yourselves immensely. You're going to be incredibly happy with where you are. That's very closely related to this card of emotional fulfillment and also this new path that you're setting out on. And that's led to you from this emotional beginning. Here we have the Four of Wands. So this is your outcome. So this is known as the marriage card, which is why I did bring up marriage. It's about marriage. It's about building something. It's about community and community events. It's also about if you have a creative project or something that you've started, or a project that's close to your heart that you've started. This is the foundation. So you've had the blueprints laid out, and now you've laid the foundation. So you're moving forward, and everything is sort of tied together. So it's quite a bit of a collaboration card. It's celebration, and definitely it's a very positive card to end your week with. I am going to go ahead and pull a Goddess Guidance Oracle card just for some clarification and inspiration for your week. For Cancer. Freya, bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Freya says, don't play it safe right now. Instead, take bold action in the direction of your true heart's desire. Success comes not from timidity, but from committing yourself fully to realizing your dream. Hold the clear intention of success and it shall come about. Enjoy the excitement of taking risks, of being bold, and of being daring. And be sure to celebrate your success with a party or by splurging on a wonderful indulgence. So she's saying to take a risk, make a bold life change, appreciate your body, flirt, go have fun, and celebrate. Thank you so much, Cancer. I really hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.